When Elon Musk, the world's richest man, purchased Twitter, we were promised chaos and entertainment. And boy, is that what we're getting. There are reports surfacing that all sorts of different things are happening internally. We have a report that says Jason Calacanis, David Sachs, Sriram Krishnan, and Elon Musk are sitting in a war room trying to figure out who should they keep, who should they fire, and what product changes should they make. We have also seen that the mainstream media journalists who were so worried about misinformation are actually the ones who are publishing the misinformation just days after Elon took control. Last week, two amazing meme lord trolls went and sat outside of Twitter's headquarters, and they convinced the media that they had recently been fired from Twitter. Their names were Raul Ligma and Daniel Johnson. Duh, that was never real. On top of that, there's now a report that suggests if you want a verification badge, you can get it. Anyone, as long as you're willing to pay the price of $20 a month. Ultimately, what's going on is that no one knows what's going on. And that's part of the beauty of having someone with an ambitious dream and the ability to get it done. Owning a company that is obviously so important to the fabric of society and to the daily discourse. If I owned Twitter, the first thing I would do is I would try to make it a sustainable business. And by doing so, you can understand that Twitter has built one of the best social graphs, and really Twitter ended up becoming what LinkedIn should have been. Twitter has afforded me personally so many amazing benefits, connecting with people, learning about various topics and ideas, and also being able to reach millions and millions of people every single month. They give me all of these benefits for free, but me as a user, I'd be willing to pay for them. And so would millions of other people. Take, for example, the idea of charging journalists for their verification badge, rather than simply charging $20 a month. Most journalists were actually given those badges for free. But what if Twitter instead said, hey, you media companies, you're using Twitter's free distribution to build massive multi-billion-dollar companies. Maybe you should pay us the same way that you pay Facebook and Google for distribution on their platforms. In that way, what they could say is every journalist has to pay $1,000 per year in order to get the verification badge. Maybe media companies will pay, maybe they won't, but that's an experiment probably worth running. On top of that, Twitter will have many other opportunities to push forward the product. We can start with simply being able to get rid of the bots, search direct messages, or be able to connect with people, understanding what their interests are and what exactly you and they are trying to get out of an interaction. Twitter continues to be the single most important conversation platform in the world, in my opinion. And now that there is someone like Elon Musk and his group of entrepreneurs and investors in control of that company, I expect there to be fast changes on the product side, and I expect them to continue to poke both sides of the political aisle at the extremes. Ultimately, they do believe in free speech, it appears. The problem is that the people who are critiquing them seem to only want to inflame the culture wars and also create division among American citizens and the global population instead of the divisiveness. What we need is the ability for people to have conversations, to understand each other, and to be able to share their ideas and learn from one another. A platform like Twitter is built to do this, but ultimately, we shouldn't jump to conclusions. We shouldn't immediately yell and scream about someone who's owned the company for less than a week, that the decisions they're making are good or bad. Sometimes it pays to have a little bit of patience, to watch things play out, and to see what is the impact of the changes that they will make. If you are watching the Twitter saga, understand this: there is now a rebalancing of the way the world works. We literally have those meme lords tricking the media, standing outside of the Twitter headquarters. That tells you that there's a confirmation bias. The reporters want it to be true, but it wasn't. It was just a trick. It was just a joke. Now what we must watch is what actually gets done. What are the changes and what is the impact? Hold all of your critiques, hold all of your hot takes, and let's see what happens. And then it'll become clear, can Elon Musk turn around a business where its stock price basically was flat for a decade? If he does, he stands to make billions of dollars. And if he doesn't, he stands to lose billions of dollars. That is the beauty of capitalism. He's got skin in the game, more skin than anyone else in the world. So let's see what he can do.